Intimacy is more than just physical connection. It's about emotional closeness, mutual understanding, and trust. Whether in a long-term relationship or a new one, communication is the key to fostering intimacy and ensuring that both partners feel heard, respected, and fulfilled. In today's video, we'll dive into why communication is so important during intimacy and how it can significantly enhance your physical and emotional bond with your partner. Let's start by understanding what we mean when we talk about intimacy. Intimacy is often associated with physical closeness, like hugging, kissing, or sex, but it goes beyond that. True intimacy involves an emotional connection, a shared vulnerability, and an understanding of each other's needs and desires. In this sense, communication is not just important, it's essential. The foundation of trust and comfort. The first and most fundamental reason why communication is so important during intimacy is that it builds trust and comfort. Being able to express your desires, concerns, and boundaries openly creates a safe space where both partners can feel secure. Without this open dialogue, misunderstandings and assumptions can arise, leading to discomfort, frustration, or even emotional disconnection. For example, imagine one partner is uncomfortable with a particular type of touch or a specific sexual act, but they don't communicate that to their partner. The result might be that the uncomfortable partner feels unheard or even resentful, while the other partner might be unaware of why their actions are causing discomfort. This breakdown in communication can weaken the bond between partners and make intimacy feel more transactional than loving. On the other hand, when communication is open and honest, it allows both partners to feel respected and valued. Discussing likes, dislikes, and boundaries in a non-judgmental way shows that both individuals care about each other's well-being. It encourages vulnerability and creates an environment where both partners are free to be their authentic selves, understanding each other's needs and desires. Another reason why communication is crucial during intimacy is that it helps partners understand each other's needs and desires. Intimacy is deeply personal, and what works for one person may not work for another. Without open conversations about what feels good or what doesn't, it's easy to fall into a routine where neither partner feels truly satisfied. It's important to note that communication is not just about verbalizing preferences, it's also about being attuned to nonverbal cues. This includes body language, facial expressions, and even the sounds that indicate pleasure or discomfort. Sometimes, partners may not have the words to describe what they want or need, but through communication, they can learn to read each other's subtle signals. By taking the time to discuss what brings each partner joy during intimate moments, couples can create a more fulfilling and satisfying sexual experience. Being able to openly talk about your needs, whether that's a particular touch, a certain pace, or emotional reassurance, helps both people feel more connected and validated. It also helps partners be proactive in meeting each other's desires instead of leaving things to guesswork or assumption. Consent and boundaries. When we talk about intimacy, consent is a non-negotiable aspect that needs to be communicated clearly and regularly. Mutual consent is foundational for healthy intimacy. Without clear communication about consent and boundaries, you risk crossing into uncomfortable or even harmful territory. It's important to check in with your partner and make sure they are comfortable with each step of the experience, whether it's physical touch or verbal expressions. Consent is not a one-time conversation, it's an ongoing dialogue that can evolve over time. What might have been comfortable or enjoyable for one partner a few months ago might no longer be the case. Open communication allows couples to continuously reaffirm consent and make adjustments when necessary. For example, discussing what you're comfortable with before a sexual encounter can help set expectations and prevent any awkward or uncomfortable situations. During the experience, checking in with each other through simple phrases like "Is this okay?" or "Do you like this?" allows both partners to express their comfort levels. Finally, after intimacy, it's important to discuss what went well and what could be improved. This kind of feedback loop helps build mutual respect and a deeper emotional connection, reducing anxiety and enhancing enjoyment. Effective communication during intimacy can significantly reduce anxiety, especially for individuals who might feel nervous or self-conscious. The fear of not performing well or not meeting your partner's expectations can create pressure, making it harder to relax and enjoy the experience. When you and your partner communicate openly about expectations, insecurities, or even things that may be causing stress, it creates a much more relaxed and enjoyable environment. Talking about your worries beforehand can remove any tension and allow you to focus on the physical and emotional connection between you and your partner. For example, telling your partner about any insecurities you may have, such as body image concerns or performance anxiety, can be a way to foster understanding and reduce those fears. Additionally, when you know that your partner is aware of your insecurities and is supportive, it can be a huge relief and can make the experience more enjoyable. It can also help you feel more confident and connected, knowing that you're both on the same team and have each other's backs. Strengthening emotional and physical bond. The ultimate reason why communication is essential during intimacy is that it deepens the emotional and physical bond between partners. Intimacy isn't just about physical pleasure, it's about emotional connection. When both partners are able to express their needs, desires, and boundaries, they build a stronger, more meaningful relationship. The act of communicating openly and honestly about your desires and vulnerabilities can lead to a stronger emotional bond, increased intimacy, and a deeper sense of trust. In fact, research shows that couples who communicate effectively about their sexual needs tend to have better satisfaction in both their sexual lives and their overall relationships. These couples tend to experience better emotional connection, more frequent and more satisfying sex, and a more resilient relationship. Communication fosters a sense of partnership, reinforcing that both individuals are working together to nurture their connection, avoiding misunderstandings and conflict. Lastly, effective communication helps to avoid misunderstandings and potential conflicts in a relationship. When one partner feels like their needs or boundaries aren't being met, it can lead to frustration, resentment, or emotional withdrawal. On the other hand, when both partners feel understood and validated, it creates an atmosphere of mutual respect. If something is bothering you or if you feel uncomfortable during intimate moments, it's important to speak up. If there's an issue, talking about it calmly and respectfully will help prevent miscommunication and build problem-solving skills in your relationship. This is not only important for your intimate life but also strengthens your relationship outside of the bedroom. Conclusion. In summary, communication during intimacy is not just important, it's essential for creating a healthy, fulfilling, and deeply connected relationship. By openly discussing needs, desires, boundaries, and concerns, couples can build trust, enhance their emotional and physical bond, reduce anxiety, and ensure that both partners feel heard and respected. So, don't shy away from those important conversations. The more you communicate, the stronger your relationship and intimacy will be. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more relationship and intimacy tips. And remember, intimacy isn't just about physical connection, it's about building a partnership where both people feel valued and understood. Thanks for watching.